Glad to have you. Welcome to the program. Great radio stations across the land. Newsmax TV, iHeartRadio, JoePags.com. The Joe Pags Show happens to be a Friday. Oh, you know what that means. You got to give me some strings. Let's go. Uh-huh. Where's my horn section? Sorry. Big lunch. Big lunch. Carrie, hey. What's the matter with you? What day is it anyway? Where is Bob Guthrie?
Friday.
That's right. Thank God it's
Thank God it is Friday.
Indeed.
Friday.
Uh-huh. Thank God it's
Thank God it is Friday.
You know, I'm in a good mood. Let's make it a free speech Friday. Let's go. Freedom. Uh-huh. Say what? Bring it down. 1-800-383-9624. JoePags.com. Whatever's on your mind is fair game. If I know something about it, we'll talk about it. If not, we'll move on. There's a lot to get to today. Carrie, this is absolutely true. By the way, my news anchor and really just a pain in the neck, Carrie Lockie right there. I don't know who won last night in the NFL game. The NFL contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. I don't know who won. Miami, that's my team, has always been my team.
Wow, dude.
And I've been on social media all day. I don't know what happened. I saw the Dolphins were trending on Twitter today. Didn't click it. Don't know why they were trending. Did the Dolphins, did Miami decide to give up the franchise?
No, I don't think so.
That didn't happen.
No, not last night.
Now, I was told that the Dolphins were 1-2 going into last night. And again, for those who don't know, until the NFL takes action and tells people wearing uniforms of franchises from that corporation that makes billions of dollars off of you and me being fans, I just don't have it in me to watch. I haven't watched yet.
Wow,
so
you're such a big fan.
Do you want to tell me what happened or not?
I can. You want to hear it?
You sound like you're in a good mood, so maybe they won. Did they win?
No, they lost last night.
Come on.
22-7.
Really? How much?
Yes. 22-7.
22-7.
Yeah.
Now, why were they trending today? Did they fire everybody or something?
I don't have a clue why they were trending. I don't know.
Well, maybe I'll ask the news person.
They lost.
They'll probably know why
shush.
they were trending earlier.
I gave you the score. It's plenty.
Maybe those are god-awful uniforms.
Is that what it was? Did they change the uniforms
so.
too? Were there different uniforms?
Orange.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Orange.
on. Come on.
Orange pants,
Yeah.
orange jersey.
All orange.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Imagine
That was probably why.
Can
Tennessee Volunteers.
Can somebody show me the Dolphins in their natural habitat being orange? I don't get aquamarine makes sense because it's water. Okay, well, listen, Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football. I haven't watched at all this year.
Wow.
And again, I've been a fan
You
since
don't miss it?
1972 or 3. When we had a couple of players visit my elementary school, Forest Park Elementary School in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Well, you know you were 25.
I was not.
1972.
You actually were my substitute teacher that day, and you were 40. But
Not.
But I've been a huge fan. I'll continue to be a fan, but I need the NFL to step in now and say, stop it. This isn't okay. You want to protest? Protest on your own time. Don't protest in an NFL uniform. And as the ratings and revenue continue to go down, and as people like me, I'm a huge NFL fan, continue to not watch, I think the NFL has to get a clue. Maybe not. You've got Roger Goodell who's running that joint, and maybe he's never going to get a clue. That could be possible. Got a lot going on today. Bottom of the hour will be Gary Byrne. He is the author of Crisis of Character, and that's a book about his time as a Secret Service uniformed officer during the Clinton administration. What I find is that more and more the left media, the far left media that is in the bag for Hillary Clinton. Why, I don't know. She must have pictures of them all naked and having affairs or something, because there is no logical reason why they would back her. She's not a nice person. She is not somebody who has any specific vision for America that is pro-America. She's somebody who attacks women mercilessly if they get in her way. She's somebody who just, by all accounts, is just not a nice human being. And by all accounts has no track record as to why she would be the president. But for some reason, the media keeps on going on and on and on about how she's the right way or a better alternative than Donald Trump, who doesn't have the proper temperament. Carrie, how often have you heard somebody talk about his temperament in this campaign?
A little bit.
Do you use that word a lot? I don't use the word temperament a lot.
No, I
But
do not.
every turn, there was some guy, David Puffy.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to correct me and say Pluff because I'm.
Oh, Pluff.
Oh,
yeah.
was it Pluff? Okay, I didn't know. I
Yeah,
didn't realize
but
it was
Pluff.
Pluff. He was
Yeah.
on some show the other night, and he was a guy on the campaign for Barack Obama, and he's sitting down on some cable news network, not the good one, not the Newsmax TV. This is the right one here. But he's sitting there and he's going on and on about his temperament. He just doesn't have the temperament, nor does he have the energy, nor does he have and just every single thing Hillary Clinton in the campaign has said is what he was saying. And you kind of expect that. He's just a lefty, dork, progressive wannabe that probably the Clintons own somehow. But what you wouldn't expect, and I saw this today, and I realized that USA Today is no longer even relevant. I used to think it was relevant. I remember when USA Today came out, I was like, hey, a new publication, a new newspaper. That's going to be awesome. That's really cool stuff there.
Yeah.
But the USA Today editorial board came out and said a line that the Clinton campaign has been saying now for months. This isn't even original. The line was and is, Trump is, quotes, unfit for the presidency. Who talks that way? I think you're probably unfit for that job. You're probably, look, unless you're talking about
Nobody.
trying to squeeze your big ass into a pair of pants, I don't want to hear about something doesn't fit. I thought it was pretty good. Not your. I wasn't talking about you, Carrie. I was talking about
Oh,
you
you better
in
not
general.
have been.
Well,
Yeah,
of course
yeah.
not. I think that
I
you're in
gotcha.
great shape. What are you kidding me? So the whole idea that saying unfit for the presidency somehow makes sense. Somebody in some room somewhere months ago said we got to say unfit. We got to say can't give them the codes. We got to say temperament. And then they keep saying it.
And they do. Those are their key
Right.
words.
So here's what the USA Today editorial board said today. Again, the headline is Trump is unfit for the presidency. And it says by the editorial board. The editorial board. I needed the button for that.
No. Okay.
They say in the 34-year history of USA Today, the editorial board has never taken sides in the presidential race. Instead, they've expressed opinions about major issues and haven't presumed to tell our readers who have a variety of priorities and values which choice is best for them because every presidential race is different. We revisit our non-endorsement or no endorsement policy every 4 years. We've never seen reason to alter our approach until now. We have to stop because of his temperament and his unfitness. He can't fit into the jeans or something. This year, the choice isn't between two capable major party nominees who happen to have significant ideological differences, they write. This year, one of the candidates, Republican nominee Donald Trump, is by unanimous consensus of the editorial board unfit for the presidency.
Oh.
So basically, they got an email, probably not an email, because if she's smart, she's not emailing
go on.
anymore. But they probably got something, a text message, a visit in the dark of night by somebody from the Clinton campaign who said, you must say unfit for the presidency or else will something. Again, they use the term unfit. And later, do you think they use temperament? You bet your ass they do.
Yeah.
From the day he declared, they write, 15 months ago, through this week's first presidential debate, Trump has demonstrated repeatedly that he lacks the temperament, knowledge, steadiness, and honesty that America needs from its president. So they're not saying don't vote for Hillary Clinton, who clearly physically doesn't have the steadiness, fell down, getting in the Scooby van, has no knowledge, as far as I know, about the greatness of the country, certainly has no knowledge of how to do something and be successful at it. She has the horrible temperament. Why am I not up by 50%? That doesn't show a really good temperament. I'm just going to put it out there. And honesty, listen, you can make an argument that both of them have honesty issues, but I think she wins. Look, on a scale from 1 to 10, she's a 15. He might be a 5 or something. So starting this whole idea that you're somehow coming up with this on your own, these are our campaign talking points. They say he's erratic. They say he's ill-equipped to be commander-in-chief. They say he traffics in prejudice. Then they lie about what he said about Mexicans or Muslims or refugees. His business career is checkered. He isn't leveling with the American people. He speaks recklessly. He's coursing the national dialogue. He's a serial liar, they say. And now they say, and I would say to their credit, but they have no credibility because they basically give us campaign talking points. They say, nor does this editorial represent unqualified support for Hillary Clinton, who has her own flaws, though hers are far less likely to threaten national security or lead to a constitutional crisis, they say. Trump is going to lead to a constitutional crisis now suddenly. The editorial board does not have a consensus for a Clinton endorsement. Some of us look at her command of the issues, resilience, and long record of public service as First Lady, U.S. Senator, and Secretary of State, and believe she'd serve the nation ably as its president. So they're endorsing her while at the same time saying, we're not really endorsing her, but wink, wink, nod, nod, vote for Hillary. That's what they're saying. So the so-called editorial board, who obviously are just campaigning for Clinton, came out and repeated her campaign strategy against Donald Trump while ignoring everything in her past. From emails to, let's go back to the 70s, being fired, from the Richard Nixon investigation for her lack of ethics and honesty, according to her boss who let her go, to attacking every woman her husband's ever had a dalliance with, to the emails and deleting and lying about Benghazi and a video. If you work for USA Today, you should be embarrassed today. Because today you proved that if you were still in print, and I don't even know if USA Today is still in print or if it's just online, it probably is still in print, you really are worth less now than a new roll of Charmin. I'm trying to clean it up. I'm trying to keep it clean. But that's really what you're now relegated to, because all you did is you went to her website and you repeated all of her talking points, and then you pretended like it was something editorial and something that you had to do. And you know what you had to do? Maybe be even-handed once. Just once. That's all I'm asking. And you couldn't even do that. USA Today, scratch, no longer on the list of actual journalistic outlets. Just a campaign arm, just another surrogate for Hillary Clinton. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. We're coming right back.